Hello, my name is Sam and welcome back to another Project Cars video. The last 3 videos in Project Cars we were racing in a Mercedes C63 I think it was, as part of the DTM. We finished that, so now we're moving on to a new category of racing. And that category says it right here, GT racing, yep. GT is pretty fun racing, and the car we're going to be racing in is the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, not the road version, the GT3 version. And we're going to be doing that race at the Brands Hatch GP track in southeast UK. Very nice track, pretty tricky track though, a lot of tough corners. We've got 8 laps, 19 opponents, 20 if you include me, 88 skill level, and whereas last time we did whereas for the last events we did standing start, this time we've got a rolling start. I find rolling starts harder, so you know, who knows. Okay, so I'll see you in a sec when I'm in the loading screen. Okay, here we are, race should be about to start any second. Yeah. This is a really tough car to drive, honestly. I think I'm going to do really badly this race because I'll explain to you why this car is tough in a minute.
Okay, stand by, get ready, on my mark.
And we go. I was pretty slow off the accelerator there. My dash cam thing says we started in 14th, we're now in 13th. So that's good. Oh, we've got a car chucking it down the inside. No, oh, had to slam on the brakes there because that car just spun out right in front of me. Wow, that was a close one. Come on, there's no room. There it is, there's room. So I think I've just passed that BMW that was on the outside of me. Yep. Oh, no, slow Mercedes in front. This first lap is the best chance to try and make passes because for the rest of the race it's pretty hard because this car, compared to the other cars that I'm racing with, such as the Aston Martin, the Audi R8, the Ginettas, the BMWs, they are faster than me. This car is not that quick, and I'll explain why in just a second. Once this first lap chaos is over. Okay, I think I can get past this BMW, but he's still fighting on the outside, but I have passed him. I'm now in 11th, so I've made up 3 places off the start. Okay, we're about to be exiting the sort of the Grand Prix loop section back onto the Indy track, which is the bit with all the grandstands and everything. And we're going to be coming up to complete our first lap in just a second. There it is, first lap. We're in 11th position. I'll try to get a nice line there, down the infamous Paddock Hill bend. Okay, so now let me explain to you about this car. Basically, compared to the Aston Martin and all the other cars that are on this track with me, this car, and especially even more so compared to the car we raced last video, is this car feels so heavy, like really, really heavy, you know. It's also, and because of that heaviness, it means that I have to brake earlier for each corner, and I get less speed accelerating out of every other corner because of that heaviness. It just feels really sloppy. Like, look how indirect the steering is when I'm moving the wheel there. It sort of bounces and wobbles over the turns, and that makes the car really unsettled. So it's not a very pleasant car to drive, but you know. That means,
pile on the pressure. This is great stuff. You're going to do it in the next few laps.
like there, look, that meant that just because I broke a tiny bit, just because I broke at the same time as the other cars, I went wide because this car sort of acts differently. And I have to be especially careful when I'm going around over curbs because of that wobbling. It can basically make me spin out if I'm not careful. So, whoa, that was close. Okay, that was human error as opposed to
That's
car
your
error.
fastest lap so far.
Good. Alright, going on to the 3rd lap. BMW got pretty close behind me there, but then lost a bit of speed around the top of the corner. Paddock is definitely a very tricky corner. This corner here is not too bad. It's quite an easy, just nice flowing corner really. This next corner is tough, this one right here, because it's just sort of really, really long. The corner seems to go on forever. and then you're onto the straight. Straight line speed of this car, again, I don't think it's very good. So there are quite a few sort of fairly decent straights on this track, so that does affect me a little bit.
This guy's all over you, filling the mirrors. Time to cover the inside line and brake as late as you can.
I missed the apex by a few hundred miles there, and this BMW now is really close up behind me. That corner there is a very dangerous one, by the way, for spinning out on. He is so close up behind me. I think he's going to make a lunge, so I'm going to protect the inside there. Completely cut the corner almost. Oh god, sorry I hit him. He was trying to go around the outside, and sort of the natural trajectory of my car coming off that corner meant that I was going to move back out to the outside of the corner, so kind of a bit unavoidable, but it has given me a bit of breathing room though. But even that other SLS in front is still faster than me. But I have a feeling that for the next GT video that I do, which will probably be a little while, I'll be doing it in a Porsche 911. So
The driver in front increased the gap to 3 seconds, but you're still very, very close. Keep pushing on him, keep pushing.
to be honest, I don't look very, very close to me. That looks like quite a large gap. Maybe my team's just trying to make me feel good. But yeah, anyway, for the next GT video, I'll probably race in a Porsche 911, which is a much better car. It's faster, more agile, quite a lot more fun to drive as well. Onto the grass a little bit there. Okay, so we've got a BMW behind us, and this Mercedes, which is just getting ever further away in front. I just want to try and keep the gap to the car behind because I do not want to lose that gap. There's that sort of tyre mark in the gravel there for where that car rotated in front of us on the first lap. That's pretty scary. That could have been our race over right there. Yeah, but GT is a very exciting type of racing, especially in project cars, because there's a lot of cars on the track, whereas with DTM it was just the Mercedes. Every car was that Mercedes. With GT, there are a lot more variations of cars. For example, obviously there's the Mercedes SLS, there's an Aston Martin, Audi R8, Porsche 911, some kind of McLaren, BMW Z4, I think it's called, and Ginetta, some kind of Ginetta car. So yeah, there's a lot more cars, so it's quite exciting really when you're racing, because each car has different sort of strengths and weaknesses. Which means that whereas your car might be slower on the straights, you know, the car in front might be slower in the corners, so that can be quite exciting.
Your pace is steady and consistent. We just need a bit more now. Come on, dig deep.
Okay, engineer, I will try. Going around Druids into Graham Hill Bend. Yeah, I know the names of the corners for this track because I've been here in real life. I came here in... First of all, yeah, this track's about 2.5 hours away from me to drive. I came here in 2012, I think, to see the British touring cars race around here. Very fun weekend. Unfortunately, they don't have any British touring cars in this game. It's a shame because it is a very fun type of car. However, they're not really that fast, so I don't know. I guess Project Cars players want speed and power and noise. Went off wide there a little bit. Right, this BMW, I can't really tell if it's getting closer or not, to be honest. I just took that corner, sort of cut it completely because, well, it was kind of an accident, but it kind of basically makes the car a lot more stable actually, just cutting it.
The guy behind. You'll need to brake as late as you can. You may need to cover the inside line.
Will do, boss. Protecting that inside line. Okay, so at this point it's all about the line, because if I give him an inch, he will take an inch. And he will just drive straight past me.
Gap up to 5 seconds. Keep on it. Keep pushing.
I can't, he's too fast. I've just got to focus on this guy behind and make sure that I stay in 11th. It would be nice to get a top 10 finish, but clearly that's not going to happen. Just focusing now so that I can make sure that I don't make any mistakes and give this guy a chance. Because I have a feeling that if he does manage to get past, I am then just going to be sat behind him for the rest of this race. That last corner there is probably the corner that I'm pinning is the most likely chance for him to get past.
Now, mate. Putting in some consistent times, but we need to push now.
I'm not even focusing on pushing right now, I just need to defend from this car. I don't know how many more laps are left, but this is my only concern at this point. He's faster than me, he's got more speed. Hopefully I can just move across the road a little bit and don't give him an opportunity. Come on, no mistakes. Close, close, again, knock him off. I think the rules in real racing are that you're allowed to move across to, like, in front of him once, and then if he darts to the left again or whatever, you then can't move him over again. So it's like you can block him once, but then not again on the same piece of track. Here we go for the dangerous corner. The corner which I think he's going to get past on. Where is he? I think he has an overlap. No, he doesn't. Phew. Oh. Is this the last lap? Yes, it was. Okay. So, that race, a little bit disappointed, didn't manage to make any sort of huge inroads into the cars in front, wasn't really sort of fighting for position in that way. But you know, we held off that guy at the end, which is pretty cool. So let's just watch the replay for the first lap. No, go back to the beginning. No, what? Okay, this was the start. Sorry, I forgot it was a rolling start. Alright, so there we are. Red. Yeah, I remember that little cheeky nudge. Oh, that was that BMW just... Okay, there he is hitting the barrier as well. My car actually looks pretty cool. I like the livery on it, with the red with the black wheels. So there I am, sort of in the mid pack. Little bump there. Okay. So yeah, this first lap, I think I'm about to take a place or two in a second. Yeah, that BMW there was the one that ended up fighting with me for most of the race. Pretty cool livery he has, NVIDIA livery. With sort of the black and green and then some chrome. I like it. And there I am, coming through. And there I was coming around to complete the first lap. Oh god, that car behind me got a little bit wide. And there it is, lap 1. Okay, let's exit that. Okay then. So there it is, 11th position. I'll quickly show you the car that I plan to be racing in for next video. It's called a roof in this, but it's a Porsche basically. So that car there, that should be next race's vehicle. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, and I'll see you again soon for some more Project Cars and obviously other gaming videos. Bye.